Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome y'all to my channel. This is the Truth Be Told channel with yours truly, Sharky. So, quick disclaimer. You're gonna hear some shit in here. My story's crazy, my life is a movie. I mean, if I was to sit down with Martin Scorsese, like this is a movie. And I just gotta let you know, this is not to glorify any crimes or anything, but you know, you just have to hear it, and you know, this is all documented. Everything this is just the truth. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm just a regular kid, you know, Puerto Rican from the Bronx. I grew up in the Bronx in the late 80s, early 90s to about 1996. Moved to South Florida. Changed my life. Turned me into a savage. Grew up in a project development, all black neighborhood. We the only Puerto Ricans. A lot of fighting, a lot of stuff going on. And then, you know, you skyrocket. You're on top of the world, and then downs. And it's just a lot. But, you know, I've been working on a book for about 10 years, writing my story. Just always wanted to write my story, write everything. But I only made it to the 7th grade. Why? Because bullies. I went to an all-black school. There were a lot of blacks. They used to jump me. They didn't like me. A few were very cool. But I ended up fighting with this kid and put hands on him. I grew up boxing. And that was it. 7th grade, never stepped foot in high school. But I knew how to express myself. But my grammar was off because, you know, I never got that far. So I started, you know, through life, I stumbled in my, you know, I say this shit's gonna get crazy. Like, it's gonna be some funny shit, it's gonna be some crazy shit though. Some heartbreaking shit. But at the end, this shit is a story of triumph, man. Just a straight up hard work, perseverance, loving your family, loving yourself, knowledge yourself, and God. I'm still here today. Shot in my face. I got scars everywhere. We're gonna get through it anyway. So, 36, man. I got an older brother, younger sister. Had a wonderful mom, awesome dad. They separated, you know, a long time ago, but mom died young, and my brother was 16, I was 15, my sister was 10. Pretty much raised ourselves in one of the worst environments you could think. Through all that, we all made it out. I was the one getting in trouble though. So again, I want to make people think. I never like to make people feel bad or make people like shit on people. No, I just want to make people think. So where do I start? 1984, born in the Bronx, man. New York was a different world back then. It was a murder capital for years. Every year, murder capital. And my mom, who was an amazing woman, man, moved us to Florida, to West Palm. Moved down here in 5th grade and met, you know, my town is crazy. One side, rednecks. When I say rednecks now, I mean some of the realest people I ever met in my life. We lived there for 1 year, but you know, we were Section 8 housing, so they moved us to the new project development. On the other side, all black projects, buildings on top of buildings, one way in, one way out. 16 years we lived there. Only Puerto Rican family for like the first 13. You don't see, we couldn't even get food delivered there. This is how this area was, and this is what I tell kids now. Like, you see kids now grow up in suburban neighborhoods and they want to act tough, and I tell them, you guys, project living is a different world. There's people who don't leave the projects. They never leave. Everybody's scheming. You're amongst killers that you know just kill somebody, and they still walking around. It's a different environment. Now you Puerto Rican, you coming from New York, you getting jumped every day. They shooting out our sliding door. Like, shit was crazy. But we always fought. My brother, me, my sister. Now my brother, older brother, straight arrow, hard nut to crack. Just zero tolerance for bullshit. And I mean, he's gonna take you at your word and at that face value. And one time that's it, you cut off me. I'm the fighter, but I always had a good heart, man. I always try to I always see the good in people, and the show bit me in the ass. COVID era, 2020, changed everything. My little sister, just picking up, soaking up everything, grew up in a hard environment. My sister's story, I get chills talking about it. I see girls like trying to, her story is so crazy. She's 10 years old, her mom died, now her brothers, we gotta make it happen. Now we turned the house into a trap house. In and out, shootouts, you name it. And this girl's in the room, just watching everything. Studying, going to school, walking to work through just a crazy story. I see my sister fight so many girls, it's not even funny. Get jumped by 6 black girls, come in the house, rub Vaseline on her face, guys, start taking her boxing, jumps back out and jumps into the 6 crowd of people. And if you see my sister today, you would never know it. She does dental surgeries, like she's been at her, she's just amazing. Brother owns a barbershop, and I'm a carpenter, I do my own thing too. Ortiz Brothers, it's for my kids. So yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place, but check it out. So we move here, 5th grade, I meet my woman. I meet Michael Burt, Shane. You know, these are the rednecks, right? Kevin Moss, my brother from this is the old dog of Menace to Society, and I actually fought him. And then afterwards, I'm gonna tell you, just the loyalty of this kid, the realness of this kid, little dude, heart of a lion. Move to the neighborhood, I meet Kevin, I meet everybody, and I meet my woman. And my mom said, as soon as she met her, she said, "You're gonna be with that girl forever." But that didn't last. A couple weeks, boom, over with. Now we're going to school. You know, we was always like in and out. So, my mom was sick. We living down here in West Palm. You know, we dirt poor, man. We in the projects. So, I got my girl. We would walk to Albertsons, to the supermarket, and we see this guy in the meat market. Little Puerto Rican dude, glasses, just no nonsense, but super nice. He used to give us meat and put like $2 on it. He's talked to the cash register lady. He just was hooking us up because he knew we were poor. He knew we needed it. Never said a word. He just was hooking us up. Now listen to this shit. You know, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now I'm back with my girl. Like, we've been solid now. 15 years old. My mom passed away. When my mom passed away, man, at that time we had no lights, no food. She's in New York at a hospital trying to get better. And we down here. Now we got no money, but we got to figure out how to get to New York and bury our mother. My brother's 16, I'm 15, she's 10. Nobody's coming to help. Nobody offered a hand. No aunts, no uncles, no cousins, nothing. It's not their fault. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what it was. Because that day, when my brother looked at me, I knew we had to do whatever we had to do to get to New York and bury my mom. So we did what we had to do. My brother, you know, we ended up renting a car. Kevin Moss, who grew up with us, my brother, he was a black and white dude from the neighborhood. You know, he just grew up with us. He was wild. He was old dog. We saved. We got the money. Go to New York, bury my mom. Leave New York with $180. 5 of this. My brother. Now my dad is coming to live with us full time too. So my brother, my sister, me, my dad, and Kevin in a Toyota Camry with $180, and we got to get back from New York. And now when we get here, we ain't got nothing. But we make it, right? Gas and go, gas and go. We get here. You know, I'm just with my girl. We getting through it. She invites me to a party at her family's house. And who do I see? The guy at the meat market. It turned out to be Dwayne Lopez. I mean, just one of the realest people I've ever met in my life. So he goes, how's your mom? So she passed away. Damn. And we start talking, I used to hook her up. So then, he offers to take me home after the party. A little get together. And I know we ain't got no lights, we ain't got no food, we struggling, I don't want to. I said, nah, I'm good, I'll walk. He said, no, I'll take you. Fuck. He's insisting. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna have him drop me off at the entrance because my neighborhood was so bad. It had one long way in and one way out. And it was like a dirt road, and then you get back there, it's just buildings. 20 fucking buildings, 3 stories high on top of each other. I said, I'm gonna have him drop me off at the entrance. But he's like, no, I'm taking you to your door. Like, he had no fear. Again, nobody would even deliver there. No Chinese, no pizza, nothing, nobody. Never. So he's driving in, my heart's racing. I'm like, fuck. When he pulls up, he knows, you know? He goes, you live there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, no lights, no nothing. He said, you know, he talks to me straight up, says, yo, what, you know, I'm gonna show you how to move some cocaine, whatever, boom. Gave me some work. And he didn't understand, we in the projects. I got rid of that shit in like 2 hours. He probably thought it was gonna take a week. I'm 15 years old. Now, a lot of people may say, you know, oh, you know, you gotta pull yourself up by the bootstraps and all this shit, and then you gotta just, bro, when you hungry, you got a little sister in that room. She don't come out the room, she crying for months. My brother's working, hustling, doing whatever. You're gonna do what you gotta do. So, right then and there, Dwayne let me know, who are you? Are you a hustler? Or you want to make some money and just take care of your family for now and then do what you gotta do? Or are you a thief? Or are you a piece of shit? Because you can't be both. You're either a hustler or you're a piece of shit. I'm gonna help you, but don't you, no weapons, no nothing. We ain't trying to, no flossing. We're not doing that. Cool. The first batch, and I know he don't remember this kid. He's such a good dude in the heart. He was like, keep the money. I remember coming home, like, groceries, we paying shit off, like, 15 years old. Life goes on, you know, I started staying with my girl a lot and her family. And, you know, I'm hustling, I'm moving and shaking. My brother's moving and shaking. By the time I'm 20 years old, I mean, I'm living good, man. Big gold chains, I had a job. I used to sell to these guys, and they were like, look, man, you know, you're a smart kid, bro. Like, you know, you should come work with our job. It was a construction place, supply warehouse. Wherever people can't get their stuff from Home Depot, they will go there. It's a big, huge fucking place. So I get the job there, and I stay. I'm working forever. I'm selling everybody. I would front everybody, and on payday, I'm leaving with my check plus an extra $3,000 in fucking owed money. So I buy a house. We moved to the other part of town. Rich equestrian area. Buy the house. I'm a dreadheaded Puerto Rican, gold teeth, big gold chains. So they ain't take kind to me. But, you know, life gets real. When you start making money in the street, enemies, the police, whatever, start getting arrested left and right. They would kick in my door. Like, I mean, it was just, I started, you know, spiraling. But every time I got in trouble, I would always get placed with somebody who was the no-nonsense person who's gonna do life. And all he talked about was God. And you a young knucklehead. You're like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, nah, you don't want to hear it now, young buck, but you will. And they say, young buck, how long did it take for you to get to this point right now? To get this time, how long did it take? And I knew what he meant. I said a couple seconds. I said a couple seconds of your life or the rest of your life. Walked away. Fuck. Boom. In and out, in and out, in and out. Now my charges are getting greater. Now the more you go to jail, the more you experience. So they start classifying you and sending you to the worst places. Now again, I can fight. but I don't like the fight. I hate confrontation. I get sent to the worst in Palm Beach County Jail. That the deputy, before they walk in the scene, it's so loud, they kicking on doors. He turns around and says, "Everybody strap up." I'm like, what is he talking about? Rowan, man. The dude, my brother's been cutting his hair forever. He's real cheap. Laughing, he's schooling me to the ways, you know. He's like, that means put on your shoes and tie them tight, because this is a fighting dorm. This is the gladiator dorm. But again, I don't like conversation. I like talking. I'm like being myself. I'm in this place for months, and I couldn't talk to nobody. Everybody was just game face, fights, stabbings, you name it. And I'm dying inside, because all I want to do is talk. Let's talk, man. Fuck, what the hell? Like, we inmates in here. Like, why y'all want to fight me? Let's fight the cops. If anything, they the bad guys, right? It's us versus them. I get placed with a fucking Aryan white guy, and he goes, "You don't belong in here." And I'm like, obviously. He goes, "You're not listening." He goes, "Listen, I'm not gonna talk too much." He was, this white boy was stone cold. He said, "Look at you. Dreads, gold teeth. Everybody got the same charge because there's a pill epidemic. Everybody's selling pills." He goes, "Now look around. Dreads, gold teeth." But he goes, "Look at how you dress." I always wore the fitted clothes, tuck in my shirt. Like, I never sagged my pants. I've never been on that. But all you see is everybody's ass out, sagging pants. Everybody's wilding. And he's like, "This ain't you." He said, "You love your family. You love this girl that you." He goes, "I hear you on the phone. You're the only person in jail that ain't doing what everybody else do. Because everybody knows in jail what they doing. Where you at? Who you with?" I never did that. He said, "You love this girl so much." He's like, "You love your family?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "So let me get this straight. You work, and then you go home and you kiss your family and say, 'I love you,' and you leave and you go to the street and put yourself in a position to where you can spend the rest of your life away from your family," and walks away. I said, "Again? What the fuck?" He made me think. He didn't want me to respond. All right, cool. Long story short, I do all this time in this place, never talk to nobody. Everybody's acting tough. I'm looking around like I would fuck everybody up in here. There was one dude I said I would have to stab him. Everybody else I would fuck up in here. But they're so busy acting tough, like all this pride and shit. It's like, bro, for what? Boom, I get out. So, again, I was always in these positions, man. I would get in trouble, but I would always end up in like the best position. Even as a juvenile, I get arrested, and I'm supposed to go to like one of the worst programs in Florida. But my probation officer, Mr. Robert Pagano, who I love to this day, God bless wherever he's at, he comes and talks on my behalf, and his mom's in the deathbed, and gave the whole kit and caboodle. They sent me to a program where they select like 7 kids and take them scuba diving. I get that, I see a big tank like where the Navy SEALs fucking train. I'm like, where the fuck am I? I think I'm going to like a jail. No, this is like they don't exist no more. I made the best of it. I was one of the top 7 kids, never had no trouble. Learned how to scuba dive, dove 8 times. I'm a kid from the projects, I'm diving. Like, this shit was crazy. Later on in life, after being shot, after everything I've been through, I'd start getting on pills, lean, snorting powder. I go to rehab in the City Boy in Okeechobee County. Population, 2,000, including cattle. Nobody got teeth. I'm wrangling bulls on horseback. Delivering cows, bottle feeding them. IVs. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I could be anywhere else in the worst places, but I end up in the best place and I soak everything up. I ask questions. That place, 90 residents. That shit was military style, like barracks and everything. Rednecks. 75% straight racist. I would say more, but 75 open to racist. I was the only Puerto Rican kid there. I mean, it's hard, but I did it. I did it as long as I could. Learned a lot. minds, man, because these rednecks, I had a guy, man, an Aryan brother, did 18 years in prison, came out and went to a program because he had nobody left, lost everybody while he was in prison. And I preach that too, because look, this guy was making money in the streets, goes to prison 18 years. By the time he come out, he done lost his mom, his dad, his sister, everybody. Now he got nobody. So these kids, like, you gotta think, man. So, anyways, that dude, you know, he didn't like me. I thought he wanted to fucking stab me. Long story short, one day he gets up in the church and he goes, I want to apologize to Chris. He goes, look, brother, I ain't like you. Just because my gang, you know, he's an Aryan. He said, my affiliation, my upbringing, and the way you spoke and the way you walk and the way you carry yourself, everybody likes you, and it made me hate you. I'm gonna apologize to you, brother. I love you. You're a good dude. God bless you. I know you're gonna be the most to succeed. This dude, cause I was like playful still. I was like young 20s, right? He used to say, "Stop playing with these people. Don't be so playful." Fuck, man. He said, life ain't a game, bro. Life ain't no game. You walk away. I said, what the fuck is it with these people? These people, they would keep coming in my life. They would just say shit and walk away. But I always knew, like, you gotta respect your elders, especially your OG. You gotta respect them. That's what's wrong with these kids now. They don't fucking respect. They think they're so tough. But that's what made me who I am now, and it made me change people's minds and be able to, you know, change people's hearts, because I don't want to make people mad. Look at this election with the Trump and the Biden. All my peoples, you know, a lot of my people, oh, Trump's so racist and this and that, and they just don't know, you know, Biden, and I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna tell me with a straight face that Biden is the best pick, you know? But I don't want to make them mad, because then they're not listening. I just want to make them think. I wanna really think this out. You know, I'm just giving you some briefs, because this shit gonna get thick. I mean, it's gonna get thick, because it has to, you know. And people will be like, oh, you know, yeah, I know it's gonna come, but I'm not glorifying anything. I'm just telling you, a kid from the projects with nothing, in and out, shooting guns, both sides of a gun. I mean, been through it all. Try to change his life, try to join the military. They said, no, go fight, go box, represent that way. Boom, get shot, no more boxing. I mean, going through it. And then one day, like, you just stumble across Joe Rogan podcast, and it's called Push Through Hell, an 11-minute clip that then led to a 30-minute clip. Changed my life. Right then and there, I put on my running shoes, and Jocko podcast, Jocko and Echo Charles, Jordan Peterson, and I said I would never watch TV again. And I just started reading and document lectures. Hard work, perseverance, listening, controlling emotions, because I was emotional. I was a fucking crybaby, but 2020 changed me, man. I can't even shed a tear now if I wanted to. But look at this guy, road rage. That's how I got shot. Road rage. Florida's the worst, and everybody got guns in Florida, so fucking dummy. Anyway, controlling emotions, you know, putting yourself in the best position so when the opportunity comes, boom. 2020, I lost everything. I had nothing. I'm back in the project. I'm in the hood. But I'm keeping my head down. I'm running. I'm working, doing everything I'm supposed to. And when the opportunity presented itself, boom, I get what my dream is, to move my kids out of the city, more closer to nature, have a little farmland, have a little... Boom, God came and just said, here you go, son. I saw you. You endured. You gave me the alley-oop, and I just slammed dunked it. So I'm up here in the country. I ain't gonna say where yet. I'm alone, big property to myself, clearing land and doing everything I gotta do and shit. And I just been thinking, man, like, my life has been so crazy. I gotta put this out there. You have to watch. Listen, young boys out here, man. This is for the youth too. Like, this is mainly for the youth. These young kids, black, Latino, now these white boys, you see them, they're growing up like us. Protect your name, protect your record with your life. Fuck what's cool. Like, I'm telling you, like, bro, listen to your fucking mom and your dad. You ain't got no friends in this world. If you got one or two, then you lucky. Consider yourself lucky. I do. Learn. Never be so fucking, prideful. Everybody died because of pride. All my brothers that died, all my niggas that died in the street, it's for pride. Like on some, they fucking with me, they don't know who I am, like, I'ma show them. Boom, now they go kill somebody to get life in prison. Like, damn, bro. Pride. Bro. Strip that shit down, strip down that ego. Find out who you are. Who are you? I know who I am. When I found out who I am, it was only through God. And guess what? The love of God put love in my heart, and I don't think I can ever put hands on anybody. I train boxing every day, I run every single day. Target practice every single day out here. Is this guy want to be prepared to defend my family or someone who can't defend themselves? I live a different life now. Only through God. I struggle with religions. We're gonna talk about it because I'm well read. I ask questions that pastors cannot answer, but I know that God came into my life, and I know He placed people in my life. Find out who you are. The biggest part of Chris, of Sharky, you cannot see. That is who I am. Most people give you their name, right? It's not who you are, it's your name. Who are you? When you know who you are, you don't have to put on for anybody else. You're going to save yourself a world of hurt. More importantly, you're going to save your parents or anybody that loves you. You're going to save them a world of hurt. We're in a different era. My era, we could sit in front of my building and make $500 a night. There was no cameras. There was no none of that. Nothing is real anymore. It's very rare. Fake, I seen a long time ago, it's, real, fake is the new real or some shit like that. Fucking Instagram posts, like, it's another thing. On social media, my social media, anything that I follow, when I wake up every morning for the past 5, 6, 7 years since my son was born, Chris and Cameron, I love them, my beloved. Every time, when I open, I ain't following celebrities. I ain't following anybody who ain't got no information for me. Give me some information that I'm gonna store in my memory bank. My dad used to tell me, you should go on Jeopardy. 7th grade education. I'll sit there with my dad, any fucking trivia show that come on, and I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Because I just love the information. Get, knowledge of self and learn some shit, man. Take in, listen. Shut up and listen. Find out who you are. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get to it because it's gonna get crazy, man. Like the stories are unfucking real. I mean, they were calling my neighborhood Pakistan. 30 unsolved murders, unsolved in 1 month. Like every month, it was like, God damn, like crazy shit, man. We'll talk about it, but I navigated, watching, observing, realizing, like, man, I'm not gonna. This ain't me. We're gonna get to it. Watch who you follow on social media, man. Be inspired, be motivated. But most importantly, like David Goggins said, be driven. Motivation is bullshit. It'll get you there, right? Like you need something to spark that motivation. That motivation is gonna spark that up, right? But that shit will die out. You need to be driven. You need to be obsessed. Focused. Like a laser. Pow.